after the report dropped, Santos announced he will not be seeking re-election for a second term. I know. I'm so happy too. Thank God I won't have endless content for my show anymore.
The late night show is getting what might be their final laughs at Congressman Jordan. It's not going to be their final laughs. There's a lot more to come, guys. Momentum, though, is building for another effort to expel the New York Republican following a scathing House ethics report. That report concluded there's, quote, substantial evidence that Santos violated federal laws, stole from his campaign, and delivered a, quote, constant series of lies to voters. Santos is accused of using campaign funds to pay for Botox, OnlyFans, leisure travel, a lot of other stuff, too, that do not appear to have any political purpose. The report says the committee uncovered additional, quote, uncharged and unlawful conduct that is being referred to the Justice Department. Now, Santos has already pleaded not guilty to 23 federal charges, including identity theft, credit card fraud, and filing fraudulent campaign finance reports. Joining us now is Naisa Wimmer, the former communications director for Congressman Santos. She resigned back in May after he was indicted by the Justice Department. Thanks so much for taking the time this morning. I want to start with, if you were still counseling the congressman, that would probably be hard. But the November 30th press conference that he has scheduled several weeks in advance, what would you be telling him to do?
Well, that press conference should have happened from the beginning. Doing a press conference literally at what may actually become the very end of his time in Congress seems it's too little too late in my professional opinion. One of the things that I wanted him to do from day one was either do a press conference with reporters on the steps of Capitol Hill or do a major interview, whether it be, here on CNN or MSNBC or wherever, because, he's allowing the media to create the narrative for him rather than him setting the record straight. But given what we've seen with this ethics report, we don't even know what the record would be.
Yeah, you said
from
after
his
you
terms.
Yeah, exactly. You said after you resigned that, exactly what you're alluding to here. Go on an apology tour, try and make this a very different understanding of things than perhaps it was being covered as. To that point, you interviewed for the job in December. We saw that there was kind of a vulnerability report that had been created by the campaign, and it was very lengthy, I think 130 plus pages. How much did you know? When did you become aware of these things? When did you realize this is potentially as bad as we now know it is?
So this vulnerability report, all of this, I was never even privy to any of this. And I did not learn of it until even after I had resigned. And I was just completely shocked because, when I interviewed for the job, just like anybody else, you're looking, I remember looking on his website, his campaign website, mind you, to looking to see, his background. So obviously you go in good faith thinking when they say they went to Baruch College, they worked for Goldman Sachs, that they actually did these things. And just to hear that that none of it was true, it became harder and harder. And, in the beginning, if it was just lying about his background, that could eventually die down if, one, you apologize, show real contrition, and prove to your constituents that you are taking this job very, very seriously, and you are committed to doing anything from, minimal constituent work up to introducing bills that would actually benefit his constituents. And we are seeing time and time again that this is not the case.
I want to play a clip from Fox that has gone very viral in the course of the last 24 hours. Take a listen.
I'll indulge you this. I just discovered what OnlyFans was about 3 weeks ago when it was brought up in a discussion in my office.
What do you think?
And I was oblivious to the whole concept.
You just can't tell the truth.
First off, it was just a great capper to the conversation. But you said you were there. I think you tweeted you were there. You laughed because you knew it wasn't true. And I think, what are you thinking in that moment as a staffer?
Well, in a moment as a staffer, one, I can't believe this is being brought up in the Cannon Rotunda. That I just like OnlyFans, House of Representatives in the Cannon Rotunda. I thought, oh, this is becoming a bigger farce. But just hearing, because I was listening to the interview in an earpiece with when Kennedy said that, and I tried so hard not to laugh loud enough for audio to pick it up because I thought, oh, okay, here's another lie. Because, I mean, I hate to say it, and now that the report indicates that he in fact knew about OnlyFans because, you know, he used campaign funds to open an account. So, again, it's just, all right, cute lie, said no one ever.
Yeah. Look, to each their own. Just don't use campaign money for it. We got to go,
Yes.
but real quickly, it seems like the momentum is headed towards he will be expelled. Do you think that's true?
I think after seeing what was in that report, because there were skeptical Republicans and even skeptical Democrats that wanted to wait until this report came out, and I think this confirms everything that they had doubts about, and I could see an expulsion being brought to the floor after the Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, everything they had doubts about and a lot more. Nancy Wilmer, we appreciate your time. As always, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.